Good morning, Brody Bunch and Meadowbrook students and friends. So today is Friday, April 10th, and what Shep and I are doing is just checking in with the eggs today. You can see that the eggs are here. Everything is the way it should be. The humidity is steady. They're rotating every 45 minutes. The temperature is 99.5 degrees Fahrenheit about. And everything has been stable. So if you'll remember on Monday, or actually it was on Tuesday, we candled the eggs, right? And we discovered that there were 10 growing chicks inside of the eggs. And there was one egg that was a maybe. There could have been something growing, but we decided to keep it for another week to see what's going to happen. And then there was another egg that was blank. So we decided to toss that one. So we candled them on Tuesday, which was day 7. And what we're going to do again is we're going to candle them this coming Monday. So Shep and his brother and I will candle them this coming Monday, probably Monday afternoon, and then we'll post the video right away. This is week 2 of the developing embryo of the chick growing inside of the egg, and there's a lot happening this week. So Shep, if you want to show, can you give me the first picture? So if you remember, this is about what we saw, and you can come in for a little bit of a closer. This is about what we saw on Tuesday. So we saw the embryo here, and then can you point to the eye? Where was the eye? Yeah, and the blood vessels. Can you see?
Dark blackish brown.
Yeah, that's the eye. And then we also saw some blood vessels, and there was also a dark area on half of the egg, and on the other half was light. So that's what we saw on 10 of the eggs. And after growing for a week, this is what we're gonna see on Monday if everything's going the way it needs to be. So here you have a much darker area, and this is the chick here. So this is the embryo, much bigger than it was a week ago. And then the whole, the dark area of the egg is much larger than it was a week ago, because not only is the chick is growing, and everything else in the egg is developing. So this is a really good, this is going to be a really good opportunity to be able to see the chick move when we candle it on Monday. And you also will be able to see, it move, and you'll be able to see the different parts of the chick move because they're more defined. So during week 2, the legs are growing, the beak is developing, it's developing an egg tooth. It's developing, all of the organs are growing, the heart is growing, the liver is growing, the kidneys, everything like that. The brain is growing, everything's growing gangbusters this week. And just to help you illustrate, to help give you a little bit better sense of what is happening inside the egg, I found this drawing on the internet, and this I think gives you a better sense to imagine what is happening inside the egg. So here, this is a drawing of what's happening inside the egg on week 2. So on Monday, when we candle the eggs, this is a picture of what we hope is happening inside the egg. So you have the young chick here. You can see that its feet are developing, its wing is developing, its head, there's its big eye, its eye is kind of big. And this is usually how it's positioned in the egg as well. And you can kind of see, so the chick is inside, these are big scientific words, but inside a fluid. It's called an amniotic fluid, just like people are when they're growing. And then here's the yolk right here. So the yolk is kind of pressed up against the whole side of the egg there. It's not a perfectly round yolk like you see when you crack open an egg. But the chick is kind of pushing the yolk and making it elongated. The yolk is connected to the chick there. During the last week of development, that's when the yolk is absorbed by the chick, and the chick uses those nutrients to survive for the first couple of days after it hatches. And here's the air sac. Yep, so I know I mentioned the air sac last week. There's a squirrel outside. Do you want to let her out? Yeah. So I know I mentioned the air sac last week. So the air sac is something that the chick will, when the chick is ready to hatch, the first thing the chick will do is the chick will break through the air sac. He'll break through the shell membrane here, the soft membrane, break through that membrane, and the chick will take its first breath of air from air that is in the air sac. It will not have broken through the egg yet, but it will break through that membrane into the air sac, take its first breath of air, and then continue to break through the shell and continue to hatch. So you will be able to hopefully see that whole process through our videos once they hatch. And like I said before, the egg tooth is developing, and the egg tooth is a sharp little point at the end of a chick's beak that is used to break through this membrane into the air sac, and it's also used to puncture the shell to break through the shell. And you'll see that egg tooth once the chicks hatch. So I just wanted to show you that to give you a little sense of all of the things that are happening inside of the egg. And for those of you that are a little bit older, a whole system is developing that brings nutrients into the chick and that gets rid of the chick's waste. It's very complicated what's happening, and I'm trying to use words that...
Like the parents?
Well, parents are older kids too, so whoever is interested. So there's a whole system inside the egg that is geared towards bringing nutrients into the chick so the chick can grow, and also taking away waste from the chick so the chick doesn't get polluted by its waste. It's a whole system inside the egg, and I find it very fascinating. And lots of things have to happen at this stage and during every stage in order for the chick to grow, and in order for everything to go right. And okay, so that's all I have to say. So like I say, it's Friday. We're going to go into the weekend. We'll handle it on Monday. Do you have any questions or comments?
Yeah, I have a question.
Quick question.
If like 10 chicken hatch, will we give away them to the Humane Society?
Good question. I like it. So Shep is thinking about what happens if 10 chicks hatch. And that's a good question. So we have a chicken coop out back, so we're going to keep a group of hens, and we've done this before. So we'll keep a group of hens, and last time when we hatched the chicks, we got in connection with a farmer who took the roosters, because you can't have roosters in the city, that took the roosters, and the roosters kind of, they wanted the roosters to protect their hens from predators and stuff like that on their farm. So we'll keep a group of hens, and we'll find good homes for all of the other chicks so they can have happy lives. Okay? All right. Have a good weekend. We'll see you Monday.